In this tutorial, we are going to talk about managing your site. So we have this little gear up here, and there's lots of different actions that it provides. You can look at what you've done in your history. If you've shared this with students and you're creating a group blog and you want to revise it, or somebody put something they shouldn't have on it, you can go back and change that. You can subscribe to page changes, and we'll talk more about this in a bit, but I'm going to go down to Manage Site. This gives you a lot of information about your site, so you can change this. So if I wanted to change my site name to Doxy Dual Learning and Tux, I could do that. I could have a message that will be shown to my site visitors. I can choose a different URL. I can give the site a description. If it's mature, that's only suitable for adults, I can check that. The landing page. So when people come to my website, this is where I want them to be, which is my welcome page. Maybe I want people, when they click on, Sherry's Doxy Dual site, I want them to land on Google Sites and the tutorials. I can change that and have them do that. The site storage, we've talked about this. This tells me how much of my storage I've used. I can copy this site and put it into for next year, and in my face-to-face classes, I just copy a site from one year to the next and make my changes. I can also publish this site as a template. So if I want other people to be able to use my design, I can publish it. I can also delete the site. Search options, I can configure my search options. So search providers, I can do this site, and to give you an example, let's see, search this site, this image right here. I can get rid of that, and I'm probably going to, and say okay. I can always put it back. Enable search, check those off. It doesn't like that I'm doing that. So it's going to, let's keep it Google Doc. It's going to make me, which it didn't used to. So yeah, it is going to make me and say, okay, the web, okay. So we'll see what it looks like when it ends, and I will figure out how to get that off. It used to be able to just turn it off. You can look at the analytics for your site, how many people have visited, and then there's different tools. You can look at the different languages for your site if you want it to be, allow embedding of your site into other sites. So if you want someone to take your website and embed it into theirs, you can check that you'll allow people to do that. Who can access the site? Anyone, or collaborators who can access revision history. That's, if you're doing a group website, you might want to put that there, and then just click save, and let's take a look at this. And let's go back to Doxy Dual Learning. Now you see Doxy Dual Learning and Tux. So I've got both in here. Now it says search the web instead of Google, and I don't like this, so I will get this off, and I will put a tutorial on how to remove the search engine. So I'm going to go back into the Manage Site again. So that gives you this part right here. Recent site activity. This tells you what I've done, or what has been done to the site, and I can go in and I can do some changes to that. This gives me my pages. So here are all my blogger pages, my Google site pages, my extra option pages. So maybe I want to move favicons to miscellaneous. See how it says move favicons? I can drag and drop. So when you're making pages, if you accidentally put it in the wrong place, you can move it and get it to where you want. And now I could delete this page, because that's what the page looks like. So I'm going to go back into my Manage Site. And attachments. This tells me what attachments I have, what's using my space, my 8%. And I have 2 here. I'm not sure exactly why, but I can delete one of them because I don't need both. Okay, so that's deleted. Here are my page templates. So my the standard web page, create a list for tracking things, the file cabinets. Here's the ones I've created. There's different application scripts, so if you wanted to create a new script, you could. What you've deleted, so if you accidentally delete something, you can get it back. The general, which is the page that we went over, sharing and permissions, what you allow people to do or to view and what they can do. Maybe you're going to let the world edit your web. I wouldn't, but what your web address is. So if you want to give people a link to your site, and then themes, colors, and fonts. And I'll do a tutorial on this so that you can change some of that. So that is manage site. I should have saved it because I deleted that. But under the gear, manage site. It's a good thing to go in and take a look at once in a while. Until next time, enjoy.